welcome back to my channel. I am sitting in my extremely messy office. My hair is a wreck. It is 9:40 the day after Christmas and we have been out pretty much all day long. Today was our third Christmas celebration. So Christmas Eve was our family here at home. We went to church and stuff like that and did our presents here. Christmas Day was my parents' house, and then today we spent most of the afternoon with my husband's family. So we were there. That took a little bit of travel time, and then we had some stuff to do when we got back home, like just stuff in town. So, and like anybody, most people, my house / my brain is an absolute disaster. If you know me or you've watched my channel at all, you know that I'm pretty strict about my to-do list. I try to be really organized, and I haven't made a to-do list since Thursday. So not having a to-do list the last 3 days, not kind of like keeping up with stuff at my desk, not keeping up with really that much laundry. The dishes, we've been doing pretty good about the dishwasher, like getting it at least loaded and unloaded, but other than that, haven't really done anything around the house that was useful at all. And so we have tons of laundry, tons of stuff laying around, returns, stuff that's not even just from Christmas, just stuff that I needed to return before Christmas even came, and then some Christmas returns on top of that. And then I'm the type person that as soon as Christmas is over, like boom, I want the tree down. And I would take it down, honestly, I would have started taking it down either Christmas Eve night or Christmas Day in the morning before we went to my parents'. I would have already started taking it down because we put it up early. We put it up usually the first weekend in November, or the first week of November. This year we put it up November 3rd, which I like putting it up early, but that also means by the time Christmas is over, I'm like, I'm done with it. I want a fresh start. I don't want the tree up for New Year's. I like it to be like out of the way, all the Christmas stuff packed away. I would have put it up yesterday, like put it away yesterday, but the girls didn't want me to do it. They didn't want me to do that because they wanted it to be up when we got home from my parents' house last night. So I was like, okay, I don't want to like crush anyone's childhood by putting it away too early. So it sat there yesterday, it sat there all day today. So tomorrow we are going to be taking the tree down and working on undecorating for Christmas, on top of just trying to get the house caught up. And my desk is a disaster. There's returns here and things there, and I have not meal planned for the week. I have no clue what we're going to be eating for the week, even though we've eaten way too much the last 3 days. I really want to get a meal plan for this week, this upcoming week, make my grocery list, have a pickup hopefully for tomorrow to be able to pick up some groceries that we need. My calendar for January, I put a monthly calendar on the wall and like all the appointments and things that are coming up in January. I don't have that ready yet, so I did print that out wherever it went. So obviously December's is almost complete, so I printed out January's. So tonight I think really all I'm going to be able to do, and I've been working on stuff when we got home. I've been also in the midst of all that working on backing up all the people's pictures and videos off their phones. I did my husband's already, I did the GoPro, I did my phone, and I did my oldest daughter's phone yesterday, finished it today. Tomorrow I'll work on her iPad, and then depending on how long that takes, I will also have to do my youngest daughter's camera. Pictures and videos are so cumbersome and time consuming, and I'm very sentimental, so I keep backups. Like I back everything up to disk, I also back everything up to hard drive, I also print a lot of the pictures. So it takes me, it's already been well over a week. It's probably been almost 2 weeks that I have been in the process of getting everybody's phones like and stuff backed up, saved, printed, burned to disk, all that junk. So I'll still be working on that tomorrow. But I think tonight all I'm really going to be able to do at this point is take a shower, take my makeup off, take my contacts out. They feel like they're like glued to my eyeballs, and I will make my meal plan for the week, make my calendar for January, fill all that stuff in, try to get a grocery pickup scheduled for tomorrow, and then just try to not stress out too much about all the stuff I have to do. And I forgot to tell you also something I do. As I think of things I need to do or buy or return or look up or research or call, I email myself throughout the course of the day. I always do this. I have always done this. And then when I sit down at my desk at night, I will copy and paste those things I need to do to my to-do list. Bad thing about that is, especially if you don't make a to-do list for several days in a row, I've got a list a mile long on top of the stuff I already had on my to-do list that I have thought of over the last 3 days I need to do or call or return or whatever. So that makes me feel very overwhelmed, but what I'm going to focus on tonight is my meal plan, my grocery order, my calendar, showering. And then tomorrow I will spend a lot of the day here at my desk, you know, recording receipts and prepping returns and getting the to-do list kind of organized, prioritized for the rest of the week. Have my girls really work mostly on the tree in the living room, and then over the course of the week we'll gradually take things, you know, as we go and put them up, you know, to be packed away in the attic. So that's kind of the game plan right now. That's the status of where we are right now. And I'm trying really hard to just focus on top priority items, get those things done, and just try to get a little bit of like, so that when we start the week off tomorrow's Monday, that I'll be able to kind of have hit the ground running, know exactly what I'm doing. Even though I don't have my to-do list made, I know I'm gonna be spending the bulk of my day here in the office. I also wanna make sure I get a workout in tomorrow. Haven't worked out since Thursday, ate way too much Friday, Saturday, and today. So that's another tip that I have been really strict about with myself and would recommend if you are somebody who's trying to lose weight or trying to be healthy, trying to get into the habit of working out. If you have a break for whatever reason, whether it's a vacation or a holiday or an illness or an injury, as soon as you can, even though you may have a million things to do, like especially when you get on vacation, like you come home, you've got a million things to do, make sure you get a workout in, because that first workout really determines kind of the trajectory you're gonna have and how you're gonna be able to just like jump back into it. So maybe you ate too much, maybe you didn't work out too many days in a row, whatever the reason is, jump right back into it as soon as you can, even though it's really, really hard, and I'm gonna have a really hard time doing that tomorrow, and I know I've got 8,000 things to do. To me, that's top priority. That is like, you know, one of the top 3 or 4 things I need to make sure that I do tomorrow. So that's the status for today. We had a great Christmas. I hope you guys did too. I will check in with you. I'm not really sure how the format of this video is going to go. I don't know if it's going to be a week long, just little things here and there, cleaning up after Christmas, or if it's just going to be tomorrow, or I have no idea. I'm just going to kind of let it go wherever it wants to go. But I will see you guys in a little bit to show you the status of what I'm working on, what's getting done, and I'll check in with you tomorrow. Okay, it is the next day, about 11. I've been up for a while. I finished my grocery list. Well, I'm still working on my meal plan. I finished my grocery list. I have a pickup at 2, so I may share that with you guys when I pick it up. But while I'm making phone calls and organizing my to-do list, I'm also working on home videos. These are all videos that came from my oldest daughter's iPad, so I'm just burning those to disk. That is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to be sitting here at my desk probably for the remainder of most of the day, off and on. I do have to go get lunch and get my grocery pickup, but I'm just going to be glued to my chair trying to catch up on all the stuff that I've missed out on the last few days. Hi, I was just calling to see if I even have scheduled my annual exam yet. I don't remember if I've done that or not.
What's your date of birth?
Let me see. Oh my goodness, my calendar doesn't even go out that far. What day is that?
Wednesday.
So, July 6th.
11:30.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, I'll try to get you scheduled for then.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, you guys may not be able to hear me. I may not be able to use this clip because my phone is really old and the audio is bad. But I'll try. I'll talk to you guys while I'm waiting in line at Panera. So I just went and did my Target pickup. I only had 2 things from there. I had to get a jar of cranberry sauce and some of the cookies that my oldest daughter can have with her allergies. So I don't normally buy cranberry sauce, but my mom had given us leftovers. She gave us dumplings and her dressing, which are 2 of my favorite things that she makes. So I'm gonna just use some like deli turkey meat and then make some canned corn, and I bought some cranberry sauce, so we'll have leftovers tonight. And then when I get my groceries and stuff, I'll try to remember to show you that and show you what we're gonna have the rest of the week. But this is my last eating of bad things, hurrah. So I figured I wanted to enjoy it, and I wanted to have cranberry sauce because to me, cranberry sauce like sets everything off. You gotta have cranberry sauce, especially with dressing, so, or stuffing as some people call it. So I picked that up at Target because for whatever reason our store did not have cranberry sauce, or Kroger that we go to normally. So I got that at Target. Saturday I'm excited about because my husband and I always watch a movie on Saturday night and usually have brownies, and we didn't do that this weekend because it was Christmas, I think, on Saturday. So yeah. So we didn't do that, obviously. But after Christmas, we always start watching Twilight. It's my favorite movie, and there's a disclaimer to that I'll get to in a minute. But Twilight is like my favorite movie, and we usually, for some reason, have always started watching it right after Christmas, like in the wintertime. I don't know why. So that is the plan for Saturday. So I'm excited about that. But back to what I said about it being my favorite movie. It is my favorite movie. Hunger Games is also my favorite movie, and I go back and forth trying to decide which one's my favorite. Acting wise, Hunger Games is 110 times better because poor Kristen Stewart. I mean, I know I'm not an actress, so I probably couldn't do a whole lot better, but man, she is terrible. She's embarrassing to watch because she's just such a bad actress. I know people say she's amazing. Maybe it's just that movie that she's so terrible in. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think I've ever seen anything else with her in it. I know she's in that new Princess Diana movie that they say she's just so amazing in, but she has no personality. She overacts terribly. I would do my version of her, one of her scenes in the movie, just because we do it at home and to make fun of her. I will spare you because it's really obnoxious. But especially the scene, if you've seen Twilight, in the hospital when she wakes up from being bitten, and I guess it's the first movie, and Edward's character tells her that he's going to leave because she's going to keep getting hurt as long as he's around, and she does this like, it's so embarrassing. So, but anyway, I don't know why. I still love the movies. I grew up watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV show, not the movie. So to me, I really love all that like vampire kind of forbidden love kind of a thing. I don't know. I just really like those movies. So if you ask me any given day, some days I will say Twilight is my favorite. Some days I will say Hunger Games is my favorite. But acting wise, Hunger Games is off the charts. I mean, I don't particularly like Jennifer Lawrence as a person, some of the stuff that she does and believes in, but she's a great actress. She really is good. So, and she's not afraid to ugly cry either. Like, that girl will make every ugly face that you can make when she cries in her movies. So she's really good. But that's the plan for the weekend. Our girls are still at home. They are in the process of taking down the tree. I was going to get some footage of me taking down the tree, and then I was like, wait a minute. I have two perfectly good girls that can do it on their own this year and don't need any supervision from me. So I was like, yes, I don't have to take the tree down this year. We are probably going to have to take it back. If you watched my vlog a few weeks ago, like it was like a pre-Christmas vlog I did, I talked about that. We got a new Christmas tree, and it's pretty, but it does weird things. Like, it flickers off and on. Not all the time, but just certain times. And I had read that that's a common problem with LED Christmas trees, like pre-lit Christmas trees. I don't know because I've never had a pre-lit Christmas tree. I've never had an LED Christmas tree. And I'm just terrified to just like assume it's okay and pack it away for the year, get it out next year, and have it not work. And stuff is too expensive to just use it for 1 year. So I did order a Christmas tree on clearance from Target. It's not going to be as pretty as the one we have right now that I'm thinking about returning. But it's not pre-lit. And I know I'll regret that next year when it comes time to put the tree up because I hate putting lights on. But I also don't want to buy an expensive tree that's only going to last a year or two that's pre-lit. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. You guys let me know. If you have a pre-lit LED Christmas tree, is it common for the lights to flicker at random times throughout the day? They're not consistent. They don't do it any certain time, just randomly, just flicker, 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 flicker. And it's very obnoxious. So anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but I'm excited the tree is going to come down because that means that either probably tomorrow, and that'll be probably what you'll see me do tomorrow, is I'm going to clean the living room window and blinds really well. Even though I did that before we put the tree up, I'm going to do it again because once we put the console table and the couch back, it's really hard to get to that window. And I really like to deep clean it like that at least a few times a year, where I just take, clean the blinds, each individual blind with like soap and water, and I clean the curtains and I clean the window. So that means that theoretically we should be able to put the couch pieces that we had to put in my room for Christmas, we should be able to put them back in the living room if my husband will do it Tuesday night or Wednesday. So that means my living room will be completely put back together by Tuesday or Wednesday, which really excites me because I love going into the new year, fresh start, no Christmas tree up, all the Christmas stuff put away, and you can focus on a new year, new projects, new goals, new fun things, all that good stuff. So anyway, it is my turn next. I'm doing all this and people behind me are probably thinking I'm crazy, but I'm gonna order our lunch and I will check back in with you guys once I pick up our groceries and show you what I got. It's not a whole lot, nothing very exciting, but a few things. So I will show you that when I get back from the grocery. Okay, I just got back from the grocery, not a very big haul at all. If it's loud, the dishwasher's going, so I'm sorry about that, but I got 4 gallons of milk, 2 things of oat milk, a block of cheese, some apples, 3 bags of these organic Tostitos because we go through them like crazy, 2 boxes of my favorite cereal, some crackers because we're planning on having chili this weekend, some bacon, 2 tomatoes, 2 bananas, this almond blend pudding that my oldest daughter can have, tomato juice for the chili, 2 things of northern beans, a can of pineapples, a bottle of syrup, 1 box of mac and cheese, and then some chocolate chips for my youngest because she puts in her oatmeal. My oldest has to have the dairy-free kind, but we already had some of those. So that's just like the random kind of hodgepodge haul to go with stuff I already have. I've got plenty of meat in the freezer and stuff like that. So that's all I needed today to get me through at least until the weekend, and then I'll prep, you know, meal plan and prep and everything for next week. So I'm gonna put all this up. I think I've decided to go ahead and take Loki for a walk since it's nice outside. And while I'm out there, I can take the Christmas lights off the bushes and all that stuff that we put out. Hi, did you hear I said you were gonna go for something? I'm not gonna say that word. Look how skinny he is. He's lost so much weight, haven't you? Have you lost lots of weight? Are you a skinny boy now? Yeah, we don't know how much he weighs yet. I'm gonna take him to the vet hopefully next week or week after to see how much he's lost. I have no idea. He started out at 106. I definitely think he's lost, I would say at least 10 pounds. So we'll see, we'll find out in a week or so. But put all this up and do all that stuff outside and take him for a little walk while it's still nice outside.
I don't know who you are, I don't know what you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time. I wanna say no, but I cannot lie. I am so curious about your life, but you're a stranger trying to hide. What I see is not, you don't deny. I wanna see the rest of you tonight. Seven of you and only one is for real. You spin me around and you make believe. Seven of you and
Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I am sitting in the parking lot at my doctor's office. I had kind of a last minute appointment that I scheduled. I had it for next week, but I wanted to try to do it this week because I told you all before that I met my deductible this year and I'm trying to get all my appointments done before the year's over. So I was able to get an appointment today. So that's why it was last minute. Anyway, so dirty hair and all, I am here waiting. I'm here a little bit early actually. Let me see what time it is. It is 1:41 and my appointment's at 2. So I'll go in a few minutes. I just wanted to kind of catch up with you guys for the day. I got up this morning and spent a good couple hours this morning working on a sort of a gift for my oldest daughter. I told you all before in a different video that every year for the girls' birthdays, I write them a letter. They don't know about the letters and they don't know that I'm even doing this. It's just something that I've done every year since they were their first birthday. And now that my oldest is going to be 18 in February, this is the time that I have decided to go ahead and give them the letter. With her, unfortunately, I did forget a couple years. I think I forgot 4, 5, and 6. But other than that, I have a birthday letter to her that I've written of like things that happened that day or milestones she had that year or struggles or accomplishments we had. A different letter like that for every year. And so I thought, I've already got them printed out, but I thought it would be more fun if I could get them bound into a book to make it look a little nicer. So I found out that Barnes & Noble actually does this where you can self-print. Now obviously it's meant, I think, a lot for people that are writing books, but it should work for this as well. Although there's a little bit of a learning curve. It doesn't seem terribly like complicated, but there is some formatting to be done that I'm trying to figure out, like reformat the stuff I've already typed into whatever settings it needs to be in for the Barnes & Noble website. Anyway, long story short, I worked on that for several hours this morning. I still have to write her 18th birthday letter, which I'm going to do probably this week, I'm hoping, and that way I can go ahead and submit it, even though her birthday is not until February. That way, if it prints out, and because I think it takes like 10 days for them to process it, that way, if it turns out wonky and there's something wrong with the formatting, I will still have enough time to go back and order another one. So that's what I did most of the time this morning. I also started the crock pot for dinner tonight. Yesterday, I told you guys Sunday night that I was going to work out yesterday because you got to jump right back in as soon as you're on a break of any kind. And I still 100% agree with that, and that is still 100% what I wanted to do. But I had two options yesterday. They were either exercise and not have time to finish getting all the Christmas stuff put away, and that was really stressing me out, having all that stuff everywhere, or skip my workout, but I would have time to get all the Christmas stuff boxed up, wrapped up, put in the attic and everything, and that is what I chose to do. So, and that gave me a lot more mental peace than working out would have. Now, that's a dangerous, kind of a slippery slope, because with that mentality, you could find reasons to not exercise any single day of the week ever. So I try not to do that very often, but it was really stressing me out and making me nervous to have all that Christmas stuff just laying around. Plus, we still had Halloween stuff that was in totes in the extra room upstairs because we never had put that away. So I really wanted to get that out of the way. And so while my husband was at work yesterday, I told you guys, me and the girls worked on taking the tree down and boxing everything up in all of the different rooms in the house. And then when he came home, I helped him put everything in the attic. So that's what I chose to do yesterday. Chose not to work out. I do feel a little bit bad about it because I do feel bad. Like I just don't feel as accomplished and productive and all that stuff when I don't exercise. But like I said, it gave me more mental peace to get the Christmas stuff out of the way than it would have to exercise. But I do plan to exercise today. It will probably have to be a short one because I do still have some Christmas cleaning to do. Like I said yesterday, I'm hoping that tonight when my husband gets home, he'll bring the couch pieces downstairs that we have to keep in our bedroom during Christmas to make room for the tree. But he can't do that if the living room window is not clean. Other than that, that is the last of the Christmas tearing down that we will have to do, which is exciting. That's all you missed, is just getting the Christmas stuff put away, getting the Christmas stuff put away, and just trying to get my life back together. But side note, when you guys are driving around and you hear a song on the radio, is there any certain song or any certain artist that no matter what it is, it just makes you smile? For me, that's Backstreet Boys. I heard Backstreet Boys on the way here and I was like, oh, it just, I don't know. There's just something about that group, and the particular song was I Want It That Way, which I love. But I would have had that reaction to any Backstreet Boys song because it just takes me back to that time period, and I loved them so much. I was definitely a Backstreet Boys fan. I liked NSYNC too, but Backstreet Boys is like my thing. So I don't know, do you guys have anything like that? A certain song or group or artist that kind of gives you that like warm fuzzy feeling? For me, it's Backstreet Boys.
How can I trust your personality? Serving you and only one is for real. Let me be the one that makes you feel. Serving you and only me. Serving you and only one is for real. To look for, can you give a clue? You and your beat up guitar always seem to move me.
Okay, I'm gonna try to film this with Ducky singing in the background, but the tree is put away, the window's clean, the blinds are clean, the couch is back put together, everything is back the way that it was before Christmas, and I'm really excited about it. And Ducky is really excited about it too. Are you excited about it, Ducky? He's so tiny, it won't even focus. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed following along with me this week as I put some things back after Christmas and try to get my life back in order. Let me know in the comments when you take your Christmas decor down. Do you wait until after January, or do you take it down immediately after Christmas or a few days after? Let me know. I'd like to know if you want to leave it in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.